The legalization of cannabis in the United States have been the worst performing stocks in my portfolio this year by far. The stocks that sold off last year, I built out a position. I expected them to rally into this year given the very strong move toward legalization both on a state level and then possibly on a federal level. The expectation that the democratically controlled Congress and presidency would have cannabis reform has not materialized. The companies have continued to sell off into 2022 and have been very poor performers. Yesterday, the Senate subcommittee with Booker brought up the decriminalization bill on a federal level. The stocks did pop a little bit on that news, but the decriminalization bill is unlikely to get through the Senate, as it does include amnesty for marijuana convictions prior to the legalization possibility. A more likely bill that would get through Congress and the Senate is a bill that would decriminalize going forward and allow for banking to take place here in the United States by the cannabis industry, and then leaving the legalization up to a state-by-state decision, but decriminalizing it on a federal level. That would allow for the companies to get into the regular banking system. It would reduce their taxes and also reduce their security concerns, as moving cash is a very expensive endeavor. So these would be a positive. The latter might happen, the former is very unlikely. Hopefully the Senate will realize that getting the broad amnesty part of the package passed is not going to happen, and they'll come to a consensus and get something done. The stock should rally if that occurs. If not, they will continue to languish, and it is unlikely post the midterm elections that the Democrats will retain control of both parts of Congress. So the chance of a possibility of a bill next year goes down dramatically. So it is a do or die time to get this bill passed. The stock should rally if something happens, but should continue to languish if not. And make no doubt, these will actually improve the profitability of these companies. The profitability right now is not great. I have focused on two of the more profitable companies in the sector. That is Trulieve and Verano. Those two companies are showing profits, and they do show reasonable valuations. I used to own Trulieve. I have sold that and redeployed that capital into the two more profitable companies. I also own a third company. While not legal cannabis directly, it does trade with those stocks, and that is Charlotte's Web. It's a CBD company. That stock is still something I own and I think is attractive at these levels and deeply undervalued. In addition to that, I own some financing companies that provide financing to the legal cannabis industry. Those are AFCG and REFI, R-E-F-I. Those two companies pay a very nice dividend yield and are taking advantage of the fact that cannabis is underserved by the financial community. So those are the names in the area. This has been a disastrous area for me. I do think that it's worth staying with given the valuations and the possibility of a passage of some sort of legalization bill. I appreciate your time. We have full reports on these companies on our website. Please take a look. Also, our disclaimer is on buildingbenjamins.com. Please remember, this is not investment advice. This is only what I'm doing for my personal account. We greatly appreciate your time, and thank you very much.